Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today is not a reaction or review, but instead I'm gonna be talking about my top 10 most anticipated movies for 2021. I know this is like almost a month late, considering I just only started the channel, but it's fine. I still want to talk about it because these are movies that I'm interested in, and I want to see what you guys think about them. And hopefully, you guys are interested for these movies as well. But just know this is personal opinions. It might differ from you guys, and that's completely fine. So let's just get into it. However, the thing that about this list that it has to be coming out in cinemas. Like it has to be like a theatrical release movie, not just on any streaming services, because that's like a completely separate thing in and of itself. So Snyder Cut is not going to be on this list because Snyder Cut is only going to be releasing on HBO Max and not in cinemas because that thing is like 4 hours long. So it's not on the list at all, mainly because it's 4 hours long and it's not even in a movie format. It's in like a series format. Like it's one episode per hour. I mean, 1 hour per episode, and I'm just not going to put that on my list. So yeah, if people might be wondering why Snyder Cut isn't on your list, that's the reason why. Because it's not a movie, and it's not in cinemas. It's just HBO Max. So yeah, but let's just get into the list. Number 10 in 10th place is Mortal Kombat. I I'm really excited for this as well because Mortal Kombat, I've played it since I was a kid from like PS2 is when I first played Mortal Kombat. And then I watched the older movies as well, Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I watched those, so I'm very, very excited for this movie. I mean, the things that we know about this movie already is that it's not a continuation, it's not a sequel to the first two. Thank God, it's a completely rebooted version of the movie. You know, of course, you got your fan favorites, you got Liu Kang, you got Kung Lao, you got Scorpion, you got Sub Zero, you got a bunch of cool characters from the from the games. Sorry, and I am like happy about it because James Wan is part of the movie, but unfortunately he's not the director. He's just the producer for the movie. That and also this movie is going to introduce a completely new character because in the previous ones, as as normal, is always Liu Kang was the main protagonist, like he was the main lead that led the story. But for this one, it's going to be someone completely new. He's not even from the games. Yeah, he's not for the character. The main lead is not from the games. He's not from the previous movies. He's a completely new, completely just a custom made character for this movie. So that's pretty interesting. He's being played by Louis Tan, who was from Wu Assassins and mainly people know him from Iron Fist. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really scared about that because he is an amazing martial artist. He does martial arts really, really well. He's a fantastic fighter. But as an actor, however, that is what I'm really tensed up about. He's rough around the edges, to put it lightly. So hopefully he's been taking acting classes, or he is taking acting classes, because I that's what that's keeping me from putting this movie higher up on the list, is because of Louis Tan, because I saw him in Iron Fist and it's just no. So I'm hopeful for this movie. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Number 9 is Matrix 4. Now, the thing about Matrix 4 is that Matrix 1, the first one, was and is still a sci-fi masterpiece. Like, it is one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. It was ahead of its time. It still holds up till today. So it's really, really good. But the sequels, Matrix 2 and Matrix 3, they were very flawed sequels. They had some cool stuff in it, like, but very little. So it did not help the movie at all. Like, it did not let you look over how flawed both movies were. So yeah, I'm really confused of how they want to continue the story, because we know it's a sequel, but how? But like, why? Like, some people who were meant to read it are not dead, or is it just their conscious that was uploaded to the Matrix? Is the Matrix still a thing? I have no idea. So yeah, it's gonna be very confusing trying to explain in the movie what happened. Like, because from what I seen in the third movie, like, they wrapped it up. I wanted to say wrapped it up nicely. They did not wrap it up nicely, but they wrapped it up. So I want to know how are they planning to explain that they're moving on with the story, which is completely weird. There's not been much set photos other than Keanu Reeves doing his thing, but other than that there's not much else that we really know about the movie. So yeah, but I'm still excited about it because it's Keanu Reeves, and I hope he does a good job because third time's the charm, I guess, for a good sequel. Third time's the charm. Number eight, we got my man Shang-Chi. Yeah, I'm so hyped for Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. It's coming out in the summer period, so it's gonna be a summer movie. It's also a heavy movie with a lot of it's a heavy martial arts movie, so I'm trying to say. There's a lot of martial arts in it. Higher than Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat mainly because I'm an MCU fan. So that's the main reason why it's slightly higher. But I know it's gonna have amazing fight scenes because of like Shang-Chi mastered almost every martial arts there is, and he's also really good with weaponry based combat, like with guns and nunchucks and like scythes and knives and swords and everything. So that is gonna be I can tell you right now, knowing that it's the MCU, it's gonna be amazingly choreographed fight scenes in the movie. So I'm really waiting for that. The villain is the Mandarin, who is the head of the Ten Rings, which is the organization that kidnapped Iron Man way back in like the first Iron Man movie, so like back 10 years plus. So they're bringing him back. Of course, everything had to tie back with Tony in the end. So yeah, it's gonna have to explain that because as we know from like Iron Man 3, the Mandarin that they had in that movie is a fake Mandarin, Traveler Slattery, where you see that the real Mandarin is still alive in prison through like the one shot that they had, like the Marvel one shot, All Hail the King. So it's gonna be cool. I mean, I hope they bring him back for like a cameo. They bring back Travis Slattery for a cameo. It'll be pretty sick. Because yeah, the entire cast is mainly Asian. It's then almost an entirely major Asian cast. English, hello. And Shang-Chi is gonna be the first ever Marvel Asian superhero in the MCU. So that's really hyped about that. I'm really happy about that as well. And of course, you got Malaysia's own, Malaysia's own Michelle Yeoh and Ronnie Chang. So how am I not going to be hyped for that? So I'm really excited about this. I really hope it. Number 7, you have Top Gun Maverick. Now I love the first Top Gun a lot. It's an amazing movie. It still holds up to this day, honestly. I really love it. So you got Tom Cruise is coming back as Maverick, of course, but now he's a lieutenant. So it's gonna be awesome to see him as a lieutenant. It's been about 34 years since the first ever Top Gun. Hopefully they still have the charm and the heart that they had in the first one. So that's going to be really cool to explore and see. I just really love Top Gun. That's why it's here. I love Tom Cruise, and you get to see Miles Teller, who's acting as Goose's younger son. Goose's son. What is wrong with you? Sure, English, come on. His name is Bradley Bradshaw. Is Goose's younger son. So I want to see how Maverick kind of handles the situation with that. We know this is going to have a really super dangerous Top Gun mission, and also the arrival of his his late partner's son coming into play. So I want to know how that dynamic works out. So yeah, I guess Maverick's going to kind of be like a mentor or kind of like a father figure maybe to Bradley. To Bradley Goose's son. So I'm really excited to see how that goes. And number 6, you got A Quiet Place 2. Now, I am very excited for this movie as well. I'm very excited for almost every single movie that's on this list because these are movies that I am honestly looking forward to. So, A Quiet Place 2, it's set immediately after the first one. Immediately after they killed the aliens at the one alien that they thought they had at the farmhouse, and all the other bunch of aliens tried to come and kill them. So, it's set immediately after that. You got John Krasinski coming back to direct the movie as he did the first one, which was a completely surprise and like a complete shock to the world because nobody really thought much about the movie. And then when it came out, everyone was like, "The hell, this movie is so good!" The way they used sound in the movie was what I really enjoyed. Although in the first screening when I went for this movie, the person like near my row could not shut up and was eating popcorn so loudly. It kind of ruined the atmosphere for the movie. But other than that, when I watched it the second time, when everybody was quiet, it was just as enjoyable. So yeah, Emily Blunt, of course, is returning, and you got the same cast. You have other actors that are joining, which is I hope is going to be really really good. So hopefully John Krasinski and the cast and actors and everyone can kind of recreate the feeling and recreate the atmosphere of the first one. So I'm really excited. I really hope they can hit gold again with this movie. Number five, yeah. Number five, I feel like some people might feel like it's a bit of like a surprise, which is I'm really excited for Pinocchio. I'm very very excited for Pinocchio. Everybody knows like the first Pinocchio movie. I'm not the first one. Like the Pinocchio movie from the like really dark elements to it. Like it had really dark imagery to the first Pinocchio movie, which is like it's actually quite dark. If you go back and watch it, it's quite dark. So I'm very excited for this because of the dark imagery and the like how kind of dark that Pinocchio is, and the fact that Guillermo del Toro is directing this movie is what makes me so excited for it. The way he handles like these kinds of movies and these kinds of elements, I'm really like I really like his stuff. So because of that, I'm really excited to see what he does with Pinocchio. Really excited to see what he does with Pinocchio because he is a very, very dark man. He's very like the way he handles like dark imagery is really awesome. So I'm really excited to see what he does with it. Number 4, Venom. Let There Be Carnage. Oh my God! I'm so hyped. This is just another movie that's just calling out to me, man. I am so happy. I just really want to see Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock go up against Woody Harrelson as Carnage in this movie. I just want to see how dark and how evil and how messed up they can get. Because I grew up with Spider-Man. I grew up with Spidey. I grew up watching the animated show. I grew up watching the Tobey Maguire movie. So yeah, the Venom and that was shit. But then I grew up watching a lot of Spider-Man stuff. I read Spider-Man comics. So I'm really excited about this. I really love Spider-Man and Venom. And finally seeing him after the first one where they did quite a good job with it. And now they bring in Carnage. So I'm really excited about this. I really just love Tom Hardy as well. So hopefully they really do a good job with this because I'm really waiting for this. I want it to be so good. I really want it to be good. And if Tom Holland makes like a cameo in it as well, that would be awesome as well. Number 3. And if you think for one moment I did not put Black Widow on this list, you must be insane. Black Widow has been a movie I've been dying to watch for the past year. I will kill someone if I can just watch this movie. It's been so long. Everybody's been so hyped up and so like patient to watch this movie. People are still hyped up, and even though it's been like a year that it's been like revealed and the trailers come on and everything, and there's like no new trailers or anything, but people are still that hyped for this movie. I'm just waiting, man. I'm just waiting. Like, please, COVID, go away so I can watch this movie because everybody knows Marvel and Disney are not gonna put this movie on Disney Plus or any streaming services. They're never gonna do it because it makes no sense. They're not gonna make a profit from it. Even if they put it on Premier Access, they're not gonna make as much as a profit from it that they can get from putting it in cinemas because Disney Plus is not like worldwidely available right now. It's very Northern Hemisphere based. A lot of it is just in the UK, it's just in US, Canada, stuff like that. It's not available here in like Asian countries or like even at like mostly every other country. So they're not gonna make money from it. So they're never gonna put it on Disney Plus, and they're never gonna put it on any other streaming services. So I really just want to watch it. So for one reason that I really want COVID to go is just so I can watch Black Widow. I just want to see Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, just kick everybody's ass, man. That's all I want to see. Please. Number 2 is Eternals. As you can see, there's a lot of Marvel movies on this list because I am a huge comic book fan. I'm a huge comic book movie fan. We got Eternals. Not much has been released about the movie yet. Like literally nothing, no trailers, not much set footages, like almost nothing. Just the cast that's been shown at Comic-Con, and also the logo for the movie that has been released as well. But then I'm really excited because with Eternals, it's basically the story of like the like these immortal superheroes that've been here since like the making of Earth. Like they shaped Earth, and they've been through so many like historical timelines, like the Egyptians and the pyramid, the Wall of China, and the assassination of a bunch of presidents. They've been here through almost everything. And with the Eternals, I'm very excited because you get to see we get to learn more of the cosmic side of Marvel. Like we get to see that because we've been on Earth way too much, and we've been off Earth not that much. It has an amazing cast. It has Angelina Jolie on it. It has Kumail Nanjiani. It has Kit Harington. It has Harry Styles. It has Ma Dong-wook from Korea, who is an amazing Korean actor. I really love his movies and his TV shows, so I'm really excited to see him more than anyone else in this movie. But yeah, I'm just waiting for Eternal so I can know more about the cosmic side of MCU. I'm so excited. This one, man, number one, this movie, man, I am dying. Alright, I'm so hyped. This is my number one. Like I said just now, I'm a huge Spidey fan, so you should know that Spider-Man 3, I mean the untitled one, because there's no title for it yet, even now. I am so hyped, I'm so impatient, I wanna watch it so bad, man. Because of the amount of stuff that's been released about this movie, you don't have one, not two, you have three Spider-Man in this movie. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. You have three of them in this movie. How is it not gonna be good? I mean, Sony is making it, so it's a bit on the fence. But it's three of them all reprising their roles as the titular web swinger Spider-Man. So I'm really excited about this. You have a bunch of characters coming back. You have Alfred Molina, he's coming back as Doc Ock. You have Jamie Foxx who's coming back, who said he's not coming back as Electro, but I highly doubt that. I feel like he's definitely coming back as Electro. You have rumors of William Dafoe coming back as Green Goblin. I don't know how, but he's gonna be in the movie, so I'm excited for that as well. You have rumors of Charlie Cox, who might be coming in the movie as Daredevil from the Netflix Marvel Universe. So that's gonna be amazingly awesome as well, because that gives them the chance to tie in the Defenders. So with him, if he just comes in here, you can bring Iron Fist, you can bring Jessica Jones, you can bring Froggy, you can bring Power Man. You can bring all these amazing characters and have the Defenders like be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But I know with having this many characters and with Sony having a terrible track record of third Spider-Man movies, because Spider-Man 3, the one with Venom and Sandman, was really bad. It was bad. And the reason why it was bad is because they were trying to do too much things at one time. They jam-packed the movie with too many characters. So they didn't really let people learn about each character. They didn't give enough time to Sandman. They didn't give enough time to Venom. He literally came in the third act. Like, what the hell? So I'm really afraid for it. I'm afraid it's going to be bad. But it's just... I hope it's good. I hope it's good, man. I really hope it's good. But yeah, with that being said, I'm still like a bit like excited because I'm talking about Spider-Man and I love Spider-Man so much. But thank you guys so much for watching. This has been my top 10. Let me know what movies are you guys excited about, because I'm pretty sure everybody's list is different. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like and follow. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next ones. Peace.